one of the highest rates of childhood homelessness and one of the highest contributors and factors is if they're LGBT. Because if they go home to a place that will kick them out of their house because they are gay or trans or queer, how can we imagine them doing well in school?
This video is brought to you by TatumStore.com. TatumStore.com. Get the brand new Trump's theme shirt. We have it now available in hoodie and in t-shirt. And I'll give you guys 30% off. I shouldn't have done it, but I do it anyway. I love to give you guys discount. I know sometimes finances can be hard. 30% discount, limited time only. I'm only doing it to the weekend. 30% off. If you put in Team Trump 2024, I'm going to change it to 30% off. And also, make sure you sign a petition from PragerU. I said Dennis Prager. From PragerU, sign a petition to help protect women in sports. And when you watch this video, you're going to see exactly why you need to sign a petition. The link is in the description section. So sign a petition. We have only until, I think, the 1st or 31st, the end of the 31st, to make sure we get the petition signed. So y'all go on and participate today. I want to make sure that our audience participate more than anybody else. I'm just keeping it real. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get notification anytime I go live, make a video. Make sure you still subscribe to this channel. Like this video, comment this video, share this video. Let's get into this. All right, we got another clip of AOC. Which clip is that? Clip 5. Let's roll clip 5, continuing with the LGBTQ stuff.
What we've seen, not just in the Bronx, but across the country. We saw admissions, mental health admissions of children that were highly disruptive. Their ability to be healthy is what can determine whether they show up to school and how well they do in school. On top of that, when we talk about social issues and when people want to critique social inclusion in schools, housing, as you mentioned, is a core underlying factor in how well someone does in school. If you don't have a home or a bed to lay your head on, how are you going to perform well in school? And when we talk about the inclusion and those issues, one of the highest rates of childhood homelessness and one of the highest contributors and factors is if they're LGBT. Because if they go home to a place that will kick them out of their house because they are gay or trans or queer, how can we imagine them doing well in school? And so if school isn't safe for them, if home isn't safe for them, and if we allow a culture that continues to marginalize LGBT people to the point that their existence can't even be affirmed in school, how can we expect them to do well? And with that, I yield back.
Yeah, yield back, you dumb. Let me say that. I can't stand these people. I wish I could cuss them out in their face and do all that stuff. But I'm a Christian, so I can't do that. And I don't want to do that. I want to be good with Christ. But let me just say this. Like, why are people making up these false premises? If they're not, like, gay has been something that, think about this for a minute. This is so crazy to me. If I'm 16 years old and I like the same sex, and I'm living in my parents' house, like, how does that become a controversy unless I'm a selfish son of a gun? How does that become a controversy? Just, you don't need to, or if you do stuff, just don't do it at your parents' house. You don't have to come out the closet who cares, man? You should be focused on your schoolwork and everything else. So I would argue that you should have enough respect for your parents that you say, you know, when I'm 18, I can do what I want to do. Until I'm 18, I can't bring dudes to the crib. I can't go and hold hands and celebrate being gay because my parents don't want that. When I'm 18, I can do whatever I want to do. You know, kids should honor their parents enough that they say, I may not agree with my parents, but they putting a roof over my head. And if I don't want to be there, I can leave. When I'm 18, I can do whatever I want to do. There's a lot of stuff I wish I could do when I was, living with my dad. But if my daddy don't accept it, I got to wait till I'm 18 to do it. It's crazy. It's crazy to me. People just so entitled and stupid all the time. I mean, your parents dictate what you do. You living in their house. They don't owe you nothing. They don't owe you to be, you feel trans today? No, they don't owe you nothing. Even when you get grown, they don't owe you you want to be gay and they want to come to your wedding. If your parents don't agree with it, they don't agree with it. They don't have to. you should, to be honest, people should be honoring their parents enough that maybe some of your lifestyle choices need to reflect the values of your parents. Maybe, just maybe, you don't want your mama crying every day because you got some man on the back of you. Maybe, just maybe. Maybe, just maybe, your daddy, his only legacy is you being the only boy in the family. He don't want you to be a girl today. Maybe, just maybe, the legacy of your grandfather doesn't want you to wear a dress and be trans. But no, people can't have an outside opinion about you. Oh, no. How dare your parents want something for you they don't understand? Like your parents weren't a kid before. Like your parents don't have knowledge and understanding. Like your parents don't have guidance and direction and have a purpose in life. And you're a part of that purpose. And so sometimes your parents will tell you things that they don't think you should do, and maybe you should listen. There's times when my dad told me, hey, man, that's a bad situation. You shouldn't date that person. I listened to my father. Okay, you have wisdom. I'm not going to date that person. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to partake in that. I'm not going to behave that way. I just don't understand how people can't honor their parents enough. It's like they grow up and they're like, oh, these people ain't never done nothing for me. They don't count. I'm just going to do whatever I want to do because I feel like it. I deserve it. It's like at some point you should be maybe looking out for your family legacy too. Maybe, just maybe, don't be selfish all the time. Hold the phone.